The projectile motion of a particle can be studied by splitting the motion into horizontal and vertical components, and considering the forces that move the object separately. As when you throw and drop a ball simultaneously, they reach the ground at the same time. Using the equations of motion, the Suvat equations, you can calculate the projectile of an object. For example, we can work out the distance covered by this ball thrown. The ball was thrown at 10 meters per second at 30 degrees to the horizontal, and we assume the ball is caught at the same height as where thrown. Using trigonometry, you must first resolve the vector into vertical and horizontal components. Then we must calculate the time taken by the ball to go up and down. Using the Suvat equation S equals ut plus half at squared, we can find t. Displacement is 0 meters as the ball falls to the same point vertically, so total displacement is 0, initial velocity is 5 meters per second and acceleration is minus 9.81 meters per second squared. This equation gives us a value of t of 0.981 seconds, which we can use in our equation for the horizontal motion. Again, using S equals ut plus half at squared. Initial velocity is 5√3, time is 0.981, acceleration is 0 as there is no horizontal resultant force acting on the ball. This equation gives the distance to be 8.5 meters. Here's another question: will the person on the left be hit by the spear? They are stood 10 meters apart and the spear is thrown at a velocity of 10 meters per second, and at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal, and their heights are shown. The spear is thrown from a height of 2 meters. Pause and calculate whether it will hit him. The answer is yes, but how did we get that? Firstly, resolve the vectors, then using S equals ut work out the time that it takes for the spear to reach the person horizontally. Then using this value of the time, work out the vertical distance from the original height of 2 meters using S equals ut plus half at squared. This gives a value of approximately minus 0.766. Added to the height thrown gives a value for the height as 1.23 meters, which is within the height range of the person, so he is hit. Here's another question. This time we need to work out the velocity that the object is thrown at. The basketball is thrown at 45 degrees and the player is stood 5 meters away from the basket, which is 3 meters tall, and the ball is thrown from a height of 2 meters. Pause the video and calculate the initial velocity. Firstly, resolve the initial velocity into its horizontal and vertical components. Then work out the time taken for the ball to reach the basket horizontally in terms of the initial velocity. Then put this value of time into the equation for the vertical motion and rearrange to get a value of 7.83 meters per second. Thanks for watching and please like and subscribe.